You know, I want to have a quick chat before I forget. So you guys can watch me drive. I'm on my way in for the night as far as doing Uber. I hit the little bonus, so I'm done. But anyway, so I just had this. So I had a first. Not like all the firsts that we had this week in the politics with first black mayor this, first LGBT mayor this, or the first black this. I keep telling people that it's amazing that in the year 2017 we're still having firsts as far as black people go, right? I mean, but anyway, and how many years we've been in this country? I know some of it was forced, but anyway, so I just picked up. So the first thing was first service dog, which was weird because I really like dogs in my car. I don't have a dog, but I imagine if I had a dog, I would let him ride in the car. But anyway, make a long story short, that was that. But it was a veteran, which is near and dear to my heart because I'm a veteran. But this was a 30-year vet of the Marines, fought in a few wars, and I was like, hey, how's your night going? And he was like, good. He said, I was watching a game, NFL game tonight, and I'm happy that the NFL players stood up because I don't think they should be disrespecting the flag. I said, well, tonight was that proof that it was never about the military, never about the troops, never. Whether he was like, no, listen to me. Like I know, especially since I know you were in the military, so I know pay attention to detail. I know facts and how to get to the bottom of it. And let's just say Colin Kaepernick, because he's the front man for it. Not once did he ever say this was about the military. He spelled out, he specifically said why it was to protest police excessive force and police brutality in the black and brown communities. And they go, yeah. I said, so that crap that you're watching on TV, you know damn well they're lying. Almost like they lied and got us in certain wars. Even though we went ahead and we had to fight them, and we had to serve in them, me being a vet too, Desert Storm and Shield, or Iraqi Freedom, I think it was called. We still knew and a few others, we know. But we had to do a job. We had to do a job. And he said, yeah, you're right. You may or not, people in Vietnam knew that we should have not been in Vietnam. That's before my time. Or I think I was I think it was ending when I was being born. But we weren't supposed to be there. We got people like yourself who have to have service animals. They're disabled vets for fighting wars that we had no business sticking our nose into. But, and it's the same thing. These guys were kneeling was never about the military. Be honest. And then he said, I don't get treated bad by the police. I said, yeah, that's the point. All in all, when I dropped them off, we talked for about another 20 minutes, 30 minutes and whatnot. And it was a great conversation. Because those are the conversations that need to be had. I said, look, we may not agree on everything, but we got opinions. You know, before today, you've never met me. I've never met you. So we're learning a little bit about each other. You know, we talked about, you know, black on black crime. And I said, yeah. But white people shoot each other too. He said, but I never hear about it. I said, yeah, exactly. Think about that. And I gave him a scenario. I said, I don't know, man. I don't know how your household was growing up, but my household growing up, what happened in my house stayed in my house. So my mama ran this ship. He said, mine did too. I said, see? So they're not gonna talk about, unless it's some mass casualty, like, you know, the unfortunate situation what happened in that church in Texas. If they ain't gotta talk about it, they never will. But they're quick to put a black face in front. Oh, look what they did. And granted, we need to clean that up too. Don't get it tripped. Don't get it. Don't get it twisted. I'm not excusing that behavior. But I know a lot of times why that behavior is happening. The same way with these ones that are doing things in the white communities. A lot of times it's about economics. What's not happening is in the wealthier neighborhoods, the crime is down. There's a reason for that. Which is why I keep talking about black business, support black business, and these different things. It's a direct correlation between higher incomes, lower crimes, lower unemployment rate, lower crimes. But you know who don't get paid off of that? The prisons. A weed is always going to try to grow. Grass is going to come up in the springtime. And leaves typically are going to start to drop off in the fall and turn brown and stuff and turn back green. And it's nature. You can't keep pushing somebody down. They're gonna keep growing. Period. But that vet, 30-year Marine vet, happy Veterans Day to him in a couple, which is what, Saturday, I think, a couple days. He learned something, because we gotta have these conversations. I asked him, how many black friends do you have? I know you served with some, but how many do you really still talk to? Think about that. Those are the proximities that we keep. Now you got a few that are level-headed and open-minded, but then you got a lot of people who are not. And that's black and brown and white, and all ethnicities. But it takes education. But it's funny to hear him say that he's never been treated like that by police officers or treated bad. Or if a police officer would have pulled up behind us like they did the other day with that guy who was dropping off at work release or whatever, and he said, man, he would have got out of the car and had a word with him. I'm like, shit, you get out. He was like, I know he might have shot you up or treated you bad. I said, yeah. I said, so you do know. You just don't want to admit it. Okay, I get it. But that's it. Guys, it's a well thought out plan. And I'm going to tell you something I learned in the military, something I learned in management, if they can keep the confusion amongst ourselves, they can do whatever they want to do at the top. The executives, the leadership. The more confusion, see, the United States is so greedy. It's like Gordon Gekko. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Greed. That's greedy for power, greedy for money, greedy for respect. It's not always good. It causes people to do dumb things, and it's like that other emotion of anger. I can control anybody if I can get them, if I can push their button. Can't think emotionally. Not clearly, rather. You can think, but most times it's irrational. You can't think rationally. You make mistakes, make more mistakes, rather. But what's crazy is when you can sit, they greed. So we keep doing the same dumb things. Not us. I'm talking about this leadership. What did we do? Let's think about it. See, back in the day, you might have had people doing bad things, but it got to a certain point that you leave some of the bad people in charge. For instance, you leave them in charge, and you get their lower level people. Wait a minute, that's how they feel at the jails. But y'all get my point. But with the mob, you can't shake up the crime bosses. You lock them up. Now there's all these low level people running around the streets with no leader. What's a team without a coach?